and all of the people that give us headaches, they're either, I call it, intentionally stupid. They know, but they just don't know the final bits which would allow them to be accountable, or they're just dumb people. They're just totally unaware, don't even know where to get the information, like the college students that are like, okay, you want to separate black people? You want colleges to say black people must be separate from everybody else? Like the civil rights movement fought Brown versus education, all the death and tears and fighting and turmoil to get rid of that, to get rid of the separation, the equal, separate but equal. So she's like, they're clueless, or they just flat out, they're so blinded they don't want to know or they can't know. Well, here's an example. Democratic presidential candidate Julian Castro just open the borders. Yeah, then you don't have to worry about it. Democratic presidential, this is from Breitbart, from Neil Munro. Democratic presidential hopeful Julian Castro is hoping to win primary voters by urging an open borders policy, even though his plan would likely shrink wages and spike rents for the party's base of lower income voters. So that's just, there's no problem. Fentanyl coming across. You heard that. Enough was captured to kill every American 4 times the amount of doses. But that doesn't include the drugs that got through. And he just wants open border. Open border from people South America. Drugs, cartels, gangs, and rapes, and different culture. We're having sex with little children, little girls is somewhat normal in some countries, 12, 13 years of age. Just open them up because they're delusional. There's an article here from Big Leagues Politics. Democrat refusal at border security promotes rape culture among illegals. The sexual assault crisis on the border is being exasperated by liberals who refuse common sense border security to stop rapes. One horrifying example profiled in the New York Times is of a 36-year-old mother referred to as Melvin by the paper, who was drugged and abused by smugglers she paid to protect her. They raped us so many times they didn't even see us as human beings anymore. Democrats, sure, no problem. Good people. Good people coming up. We don't need to verify who the people are. Who is it? Family units coming across? Are they cartel? Are they smugglers? Human traffickers? We don't need to know. Nah. Democrats refuse, and people are getting hurt. Here's an article, Breitbart. Deported illegal alien sex offender is now charged with producing child porn. He got back in the country. U.S. expands catch and release. This is from AP. U.S. expands catch and release amid surges in migrants. El Paso, the surge of migrant families arriving at the southern border has led the Trump administration to dramatically expand a practice President Trump long mocked as catch and release. Unfortunately, there's nowhere to put them, and they keep showing up because Mexico hasn't done anything about it. Another article, legal alien sentenced to 25 years for raping a 12-year-old girl. The legal alien living in Georgia has been sentenced to a quarter century of jail time for being convicted in 2015. Him and his brother raped a 12-year-old girl. Could have been prevented if we would have kept him out and not kept letting him come back in the country. Last thing on this, I didn't realize this, is from the San Antonio Tea Party. President Trump actually stopped taxpayer-backed mortgages for illegal aliens. DACA was an illegal policy. There were FHA loans for DACA recipients, illegal alien children that grew up and they wanted to get a home. And Obama let them, when he gave them DACA protection, also told the FHA, go ahead and you can guarantee their mortgages even though they can be deported at any time. Because a presidential executive order is not the law. So when President Trump came in, if the courts didn't go judicial activism and say that he couldn't rescind DACA, which is absurd, Had that happened and DACA was done, then the people that we were guaranteeing right now, we're currently guaranteeing their mortgages, and anybody knew if President Trump had not have stopped them, if they got deported and their homes went into foreclosure, we would have eaten the loss because FHA is guaranteeing the loans. To finish up the show here, this is how crazy the Democrats are. This is from Breitbart. House Democrats want oversight over Fox News editorial decisions. Democrats in the U.S. House of Representatives are demanding to know why Fox News did not publish a story prior to the 2016 election about alleged affairs years before between quote-unquote porn stars Stormy Daniels and Donald Trump. Elijah Cummings, the House Committee on Oversight and Reform, wants to question Fox, a privately held newspaper protected by the First Amendment of the United States. We want to know why, we the government want to know why you, a newspaper, did not do something. They don't respect our Constitution. They don't want to live under it. If it was up to them, they would modify it or tear it up. And they make stupid comments. And to have the chairman of the Oversight Committee want to question Fox on why you didn't report about an alleged rendezvous with Trump and a whore is mind-boggling. But that's the left. Nadler, remember who he is? You got the House Judiciary Committee. This is another committee chairman. Jerry Nadler stated that Attorney General William Barr is, quote, an agent, unquote, of President Trump and, quote, deserves no benefit of the doubt. Can you believe that? The president nominates or chooses the Attorney General and then they confirm him? But Nadler says, oh, we don't have to give Attorney General Barr any credibility. We don't have to give him the benefit of the doubt that he actually is going through the Mueller report and going to put out the fair and correct information out to us. So he said on CNN, well, Attorney General Barr, he called him an agent. An agent of President Trump. What is he talking about? Cummings, we want to know why Fox didn't report a story because we're the Democrats and we are in control. Nadler said, well, the Attorney General is an agent of the president. He auditioned for his job by saying what kinds of investigation was wrong and the president could not possibly commit obstruction of justice. And he got the job in order to protect the president, who got rid of Comey as the head of the FBI, got rid of Sessions as Attorney General because they wouldn't protect him personally. Barr was brought in to protect him personally. He's a political appointee, and he deserves. And he made that clear in his 19-page memo saying the whole investigation was wrong to start with, and therefore he deserves no benefit of the doubt because he could see that the Mueller witch hunt was bogus, and he wrote that before he was even considered for anything. That means when he put out the 4-page summary of the Mueller report after interviewing Mueller and Rosenstein, that then they should basically negate him, not listen to him, and it doesn't matter what he has to say moving forward. Because that's how the left rolls. Look up Saul Alinsky when you have time. Rules for Radicals. This is part of their just shotgun approach where you just keep hitting multiple accusations, character assassinations over and over and keep them distracted. I'm going to go over this real quick and we're going to be done. Pope Francis disses Trump's wall, compares populists like me. I'm a conservative independent that believes each country should take care of its people first. He compares people like me to Hitler. Pope Francis used strong language to condemn populism Sunday, suggesting that it gains followers to fear, as Hitler did in the 1930s. I see that many people of goodwill, not only Catholics, are a bit gripped by fear, which is the usual message used of populism. Fear is the beginning of dictatorships. So we'll cover this tomorrow. But over in the Vatican, though, there is a Vatican Cardinal, Robert Sarra, who said that, you know what, it's wrong to use the Word of God to promote migration. So we got a lot to cover tomorrow. So I do want to thank you for listening. This has been The Informant. My name is Eric Thompson. Go over to magabook.com and the-informant.com to get more information. And I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Take care.